How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video on my 1997 Mazda MX-5. And apologies, I'm not wearing any clothes today because it is absolutely boiling hot. It might be grey, but it's been like 34 degrees here, so I am hot. And I've chosen a good day for this because today I'm going to be basically fixing the roof dilemma that I mentioned in my video on 5 things that I hate about my Mazda MX-5. Now this needs some explanation, so let me just jump into my MX-5 and I will get it all done, I suppose. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Cool, so I've just dropped the roof of the car down, and the key reason why I'm doing this mod today is because, as you see here, these seats foul really badly where the brackets for the hardtop roof should fit. And the reason why I want to maintain the hardtop roof is because 1, I think it looks better on the car, and 2, it actually adds some aero to the car when you're out on track. It adds weight, but also it's better aerodynamics on track, at least according to people on MX-5 forums. And obviously I can't actually move these seats because they are sitting on fixed brackets rather than on the standard rails, so they can't move forwards and backwards, which would allow for the striker plates that the hardtop roof latches onto to be in place there. And now you don't actually need to have that tied up on the car, or so I've heard it according to forums again, but I would prefer to have them on because it reduces the flex of the car. When those two sides are actually done up, the car doesn't flex so much, and that's good also for rigidity. So the way that I'm going to get around this and ensure that I can actually put a roof back on my car when I want to, for track days or for when it gets to the winter, without having to take the seats off every single time, is by putting on these brackets that I bought, which I'll show you now wherever they are. So here they are. They are the Jass Performance brackets. They basically go on to where the bracket would normally go. So this would attach to the roof there, and then these two attach to the car. And so the idea here, so I bought these bolts as well to make my life a little bit easier, so I can just use a standard spanner, and I can just basically do these up into the car when I want that hardtop roof on, and then when I want to take it off, I can take them off. And you can very easily fit, I reckon, a spanner in between the seat and where these will slot into the car, much easier than you could fit like an Allen key or a Torx wrench as it previously had in there. And also obviously these are thin enough that they'll easily fit in between the seat, whereas the brackets won't, which I'll go and show you now. Haven't taken this out in a little while. So here you can see an original bracket that would have been on the car. So obviously this would have held itself in place on a striker plate that was already in the car beforehand. And obviously this isn't going to work as this is much thicker than this, which will theoretically only be that thick. So this fouls the seat. I'm expecting this not to foul the seat. So this could all go very wrong, and suddenly I don't have a video, and suddenly these were £40 that I shouldn't have spent. But I'm hoping that it works and it does the trick, and that it's not too difficult to put on the car or remove from the car. I'm hopeful, basically. So I don't think you need too much help with this. It's literally the case of removing 3 screws from in here, putting those 3 screws back into this like so, and then ultimately putting it onto the car. So let's go and do that. Right, so as you can see, that is now on this side like so, and that is on that side. I may need to loosen those up a little bit to make sure that they actually fit properly onto the car, so the other ones actually fit into place, but overall that looks fine. So now I'm gonna get my dad's help to lift this, put it on the car, because it's actually quite heavy, this roof, like weighs a fair bit, and it's quite hard to manhandle on your own, I guess. Yeah, you reached it. I reckon so. Don't you?
Surely you should have put them on the car first, and then these top upper ones are easier to reach.
No, because that's surely weird. If
you look at it,
yeah.
If you had bolted those 2 down bits to the car first,
yeah,
where you can't get to,
yeah,
that and that are accessible. You just put the roof down, that and that are accessible.
No.
But yeah, but the ones down there are impossible.
No, they're gettable. You mad? I'll definitely get to that.
That and that you can see and get.
With a
These
spanner.
two are impossible.
No, they get to it, I reckon.
Leave you to it then.
I'm about to either prove you right or wrong, basically.
Anyway.
So my dad and I disagree, and he's correct. There isn't very much space here. Like, there's a severe lack of space in this section, but I do reckon that you can get a bolt in there or 2 bolts in there, and there's actually more space on that side. So this is the difficult side. I'm going to start with the difficult side, try and get these 2 bolts in. If I can, then I've proven to myself that this is a worthwhile decision. If it's not working, then so be it. That's unfortunate. So I'm just quickly adjusting the position of this one. It needs to be adjusted in order to be able to fit the actual bolts in. Right, that is one side on. You can see that bolt in there. Let's zoom in on it. That is one side on. I think, to be perfectly honest, I can't be bothered to do both bolts right now because the roof is coming straight back off, and I could just about maybe get the second one in, but if I can just have one bolt in so that it's firmly in place for track days, that's all I really need. So long as it's in place for track days and for the winter without having too much flex, I'm happy. And yeah, that's very much in place. Let's see if the other side is as doable as this one. Okay, and there we have it. So it was very difficult in the end. Not like difficult in terms of skill level, just difficult in terms of effort. So in here you'll see just about there that there is a bolt in place holding this bit down so it's nice and tight. And similarly over the other side, we just quickly close that. Just around here you will see also there is one just in there. So I don't know if you can probably see that one, probably just been harassed by the thing. But yes, that is both of them on the car. But it must be said, the car does look so much cooler like this. Let me just quickly actually set it up properly. There we go, check that out. She is looking so good. The new alloys obviously down there. Obviously pop-up headlights, can't live without them, particularly in a light like this. And then that. Beautiful. I've always thought that this car looks so much nicer with a hardtop roof on. Like, that to me just looks so much better. In fact, I actually think that it looks better with the hardtop roof on than it does with the hardtop and the soft top off. So definitely prefer it like this than as a convertible. But the driving experience when you're driving it as a convertible is obviously really fun. So yes, really happy with that. And I just love how if you look through the back there, you've got the 2 Sparco seats and obviously the roll bar as well. Anyway, we've done everything I promised to do in this video. I'm not going to faff around anymore. I'm just going to finish it there. So thank you very much to all of you guys for watching this video. Thank you to the patrons for their continued support. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.